We're looking at the verse now for Black Knight. I'm assuming you got the intro sounding pretty cool. I played the first part on overdrive, and if you're playing with an acoustic or a clear guitar, it's going to sound something like this. It sounds just as cool. Now let's break that down and see what they're actually doing. It's a really cool, easy riff. It's based on an E5 power chord, but we're not going to go too much into the theory of that right now. And let's do it. You're looking at bar number 11. It says verse with your grade 3 piece, and you're starting on the 4th string, open, and fret 2, picking both. Now after that you've got an 8th note rest, which means you want silence before you play that on the and. So listen carefully for the gap here, and then you play that. And you can hear between each one of that double two, double two, double two is a gap, there is a rest. Make sure the rests are present. Now if you play through the entire bar 11, it's going to go slowly. Okay? And then we're going to add on the next bar, which also starts off with same rest, same double two, and then it finishes off with, and you'll see there's a little bend on the 3, and it says quarter above it, that little sort of arrow that points up like that. That is bend, so it's going to go open, here's the bend, tiny pull down, and back to the open. Now just quickly on the chord itself, for the double two, you could actually do it like that, which looks like E minor if you're familiar with the chord. I want you to not do that. I want you to get used to your finger being flat across both strings 5 and 4 in the 2nd fret. If your finger accidentally touches any one of the other strings down there, that's quite acceptable as long as you don't strum them. So you can fret more than the 2 strings that are needed, as long as you only strum the 2 strings that are needed. What I'm going to do now, slow motion, is I'm going to join the 11th and 12th bar together. In other words, the 2 bars for the verse. Slow motion. And it simply repeats like that. Now to finish off the video, I'm going to make sure you can see both left and right hand, so you can get your picking techniques as well. For the 0 2, you'll notice I picked down on the 0, and for the 2, which is an offbeat, I picked up. It's to get your picking hands rhythm nice and strong. But for that last, you can do it up down, up like that, or there are always gray areas in music, and that's the cool thing that makes it special as well. So I'm not going to be too fussy for that, and the reason why I'm sort of breaking the rules for that is because it's got a little bend, and the downstroke does give it a slightly different tone as well, very subtle, but it actually is there. So one more time through, you can play through with me the entire 2 bars together, and they're repeated 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and there you have it. I'd like to see your video for this so that I can see what it sounds like. Make sure I can see your left hand and right hand nice and clear. So maybe you can start the video off like that, play 1 or 2 with focusing on the fretting hand, just so I can see the techniques, please. And maybe a second time where we can focus to see both hands together, just to see how they're synchronized. That'll be pretty cool. And then once you got that, sent it through, we can take it further and we can start finishing off the 2nd page. Thank you.